Hi guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to Take a Sip Season 3. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Literally, on my last episode, I said one of my New Year's resolutions was to have more guests on the show, and I literally have Alyssa, and I'm so excited. She's like an honorary member. This is what, like your third?
This is my third. This is my third time.
See, this is
third season, third time.
Oh yeah, this is very exciting. I'm very excited.
Me too.
But yeah, it's a new year. I definitely went into 2022 like sick, which is like funny how that worked. And so the funny thing is though is like I did not like look like I was sick on Instagram because I posted these pictures that I literally looked so good in. Like, not to like toot my own horn, but I looked so good in.
You gotta flex.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so what happened was I was supposed to have like a little New Year's like get together with a couple of my friends, but then I got sick. So then the responsible thing to do was to cancel it. And I don't know if it was like COVID or not. I don't know. I'll get into that later. But yes. I had bought like a bunch of decorations from Target because I was going to decorate and I was going to like put up cute stuff for pictures. But since I literally canceled it, I was like, oh, great. But I still wanted pictures. Like, I literally told my sister, I was like, I still want photos. Duh. So I grabbed the decorations. I put them up. It was actually so ghetto. Like, I had to crop so much of the image. So, like, it only looked like the backdrop was showing.
That's so funny.
And then I set up my camera. I set up my ring light. I put it on self-timer. And I probably took, like, 200 photos. I took so many pictures.
Hey, you gotta have your moment.
Okay, but,
You're cute, dolled up,
no,
feeling
literally.
yourself.
But, like, also, though, like, I was using my camera to take pictures.
Yeah.
And most of them came out so blurry, which is, like, so annoying.
That's
like,
so annoying. Canon, what's wrong with you?
I know. Like, get it together. Like, literally. So I had to, like, fish through and find the best ones that weren't blurry. So that was literally annoying. But I got cute photos out of it, so it's all good. How was your New Year's?
Mine was really uneventful.
Oh, I'm sure.
I got sick.
Mm-hmm. Same
like,
girl.
A day or two after Christmas. And New Year's, I was in bed before midnight.
Did you watch the ball drop?
No, I literally...
Wait, me either.
watched TikTok. My boyfriend was in bed, passed out asleep already. I woke him up at 11:59. He had no idea what was going on.
Oh,
we
yeah.
said Happy New Year's, did the New Year's kiss. He rolled over, went back to sleep. And I continued to scroll on TikTok. That was my New Year's.
You should. That's so funny. Literally, because I remember we were talking last week because she was telling me how, like, for New Year's, she, like, doesn't really do much.
No, like, never.
And
ever.
I was, like, thinking how I usually stay up to watch the ball drop, but I was, like, sick and I was not feeling well, so I went to bed at, like, 10.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, no, that's literally a lie. That's not why I went to bed early. No, okay, I went to bed early. This is literally TMI. But I had, like, some of the worst diarrhea of my existence on New Year's Eve.
That's the worst.
And so I got, like, really tired after my whole, like, traumatic experience on the toilet. So then I went to bed because we ordered Domino's because we wanted pizza. Ooh. And we wanted food because, like, everywhere else was, like, closed. And Domino's was, like, the only place that was open. And so my sister ordered a bunch of stuff because they had, like, a deal. So we got, like, pizza and like Parmesan bread and like cinnamon bread and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was starving because I had not eaten in hours. I ate it all like so fast, and then like 20 minutes later I was on the toilet.
Girl.
It was so bad.
Mistakes were made.
It literally. And now I'm like, I need to take a break from Domino's, even though it's so good.
That happens to me all the time.
I literally can't.
That's me with Chipotle. We have a love-hate relationship.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, but also Chipotle, like, depending on the location you go to, they literally will, like, be so stingy, which makes me mad.
Yes, you have to go to the one by our house.
Yeah, that one is so
the best one I've been to.
They literally load your bowl up, which is,
load it up.
So nice.
Yes.
And the one by my house is so bad.
So bad. I literally don't go there anymore.
I can't. Like,
they're so stingy, especially with the rice. They give you, like, half a scoop. I'm like...
It's not even, like, okay, the meat...
Excuse me. I know I'm watching my figure, but...
I'm literally
Just call me fat. Okay.
I was literally like, can you like put a little extra rice on there because that is like not enough. And then they always
and
look
they
at
like
me
roll their eyes and they're like, is this enough?
No, and
like,
they literally like put like 2 more pebbles of rice. Like give me more. Like it's not coming out of your
like,
paycheck.
I will walk behind the counter
and serve myself.
Literally,
I will serve myself. But yeah, it's like super. Ugh, it's super annoying how people like will like jip you.
Yeah.
Like when I worked at Dunkin', girl, I would get most people light eyes unless they had an attitude. That's when I like filled their cup up with ice.
See, and that's the perfect amount of like revenge.
Exactly.
Like you just fill the cup up with ice.
That's
they
what I'm
think they're getting
saying.
a full drink still.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Literally a win-win situation,
win-win.
and no one has to know. So,
No one has to know.
But yeah, back to us literally being sick. I don't know. Okay, I genuinely think what I had was COVID.
I do too. I honestly am very confused on what happened.
The testing.
Our situation was exactly the same. So my boyfriend, which is her older brother, he had some symptoms. First, he had been feeling bad for like a day or two.
Yeah.
Then we came over to her house, celebrated Christmas with the fam. I literally felt fine until the very, very end of the night. I just got super tired out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's Christmas. It's been a long day.
Right.
Like,
because you guys came over early too.
yeah, we were there like the whole day.
Yeah.
Fell asleep, like passed out on the couch, and I had a bad headache. But that's not like uncommon for me, you know? So I was like, whatever. Next day, woke up feeling just terrible. And I knew something was wrong. Got a rapid and a PCR.
Yeah.
The rapid came back positive.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's rapid came back negative, which is literally so weird because we live together.
Okay, but that literally happened like a year ago.
Yeah.
Where like,
but it was reversed.
Yes.
I was negative and he was positive.
Which is like doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Whatever.
And yes, we're both fully vaccinated too, so you can still get it.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like down bad for like 3-4 days, and then
you started to feel better.
Got my PCR result back 6 days later.
Yeah.
Saying I was negative.
Which
so I'm like,
what?
What did I quarantine for no reason? Like I don't care that I did because that's the responsible, correct, safe thing to do to keep everyone else healthy and safe. Especially those who have compromised immune systems or family members, all of that. Like I had no problem quarantining, but I was definitely a little irritated and confused because the rapid was positive and the PCR was negative, and it took that long to get it back.
And like, so my thing is, the thing that confused me is mine was literally the exact same. Like, I took 2 rapids and 1 PCR, and one of my rapids came back negative. One of them came back positive. My PCR came back negative. But the thing that confused me was like, I was doing research on like, specifically the Omicron variant, because I felt like that was what was going around more now.
Yeah, that's what I felt like I had.
Yeah, just like based off the symptoms. And they were saying how they were like, okay, there's like an incubation period, which was like, okay. But then they were saying how there are so many more false negatives than false positives.
Really?
But then they were also saying that the PCR is way more accurate than
That's what I've heard. Yeah, that's why.
I'm like, what?
I'm just confused.
I'm so confused.
I'm so thankful and glad we have like the testing and everything.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
Like, we need to do a better job of like informing people of like, if you get a negative and a positive, this is what you should do next. Because I generally was confused. My boyfriend was confused. She was confused when she was sick. Like, it's just, I feel like there's a gray area, especially with this new variant.
100%.
So it's like, we got to do a little better. Got to do some more
CDC,
explaining.
Do better.
Come on.
It was like, I was so confused.
I was too.
And I was literally sick, and I was testing negative, and I had all the symptoms of COVID, like sore throat. I was sneezing so much. I think that was like the thing that I knew.
Mine was the fatigue.
Yeah,
I was sleeping 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like 14 hours a night, and then like awake, and then like the rest of the day just out cold.
Yeah. And like I was just, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty bad for a couple days. The sore throat got me though. That got me.
I had a bad sore throat. Bad. Yeah.
I woke up one morning literally at like 5 a.m. and it felt like there were knives in my throat.
Yes.
I went downstairs. I gargled with salt water, literally, because apparently that's supposed to make you feel better, which it literally didn't. I don't understand why people say like, oh, like drink warm liquids when you have a sore throat. I feel like that makes it worse.
I like cold stuff. I prefer cold when I'm sick, but
I drank like ice cold Gatorade and it felt so much better. And I was like, who said to drink warm stuff when you have a sore throat? It made it so much worse.
Probably like a olden tale,
they
whatever
need to change that.
From the Farmer's Almanac, whatever that
literally,
is.
CDC, come on. And also, I just feel like the CDC keeps like changing their mind. Like literally, they said that even if nurses are positive, they have to go to work. And I was like,
no words for that. That's horrible.
My jaw was on the floor. Because, okay, now all I'm saying is I think everyone should be vaccinated. If you're not getting vaccinated, I don't really care, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't have the energy to care. But I also feel like if you're sending nurses back that are positive, why did you fire all the unvaccinated nurses? Because it's not like even if they're vaccinated and they're positive, they can still like give it to other people.
100%. And even if they're masked and literally in the top gear and all of that.
They can literally still give it.
Yeah.
And like also the thing that also doesn't make sense to me is like there are probably a lot of people in the hospital who aren't vaccinated who like are in the hospital. So why are you potentially like exposing somebody, like even if they're not even there because of COVID, like maybe they're there because they broke their arm or something, and you're positive,
had a heart attack.
Exactly.
Like I saw that on Twitter, a tweet just like that.
Yeah, so it makes no sense to me, and I'm just like, CDC, Miss Girl, get it together,
right?
Like but I don't know. All I know is that the cases are rising, and my school just announced they're going online.
Yeah, for what, like 2 weeks?
2 weeks. They said 2 weeks, but I feel like it might be longer. I don't know.
Honestly, there's a lot of talk in school districts around the areas where we live where they're pretty much thinking about shutting down. Yeah. Again, going to remote learning. I don't know if it's going to be for the rest of the year. I don't know if they're going to be like a few weeks at a time and reassess numbers, but there's definitely talk of that coming back up here, at least. So
I mean, you got out at the right time.
Yes, I did.
I'm very happy for you. Miss Girl literally quit her job. She said, peace out to all.
Peace out to all the children. See you later. No, it really had nothing to do with the kids. So background, I was an elementary school teacher for 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. And I had dealt with a lot of problems and things in my career with my district. I got hired by them right out of college. Did not anticipate being there for more than my first year. Mm-hmm. But my first year, literally, we shut down in March. So I never finished my first year teaching. I finished remote. So it was just a weird situation. And because of like job security after remote learning, I didn't feel confident and comfortable to leave and try to find a different school district to work for. Right. So I came back, and then the second year was pretty much all online, and then this was the start of my third year. Yeah. And boy, if you have family members that work in education, or if you know someone that's a teacher, give them grace, give them a random Starbucks drink, give them a pat on the back, a hug, a nice message, because being a teacher during COVID is so hard.
Oh yeah.
And I feel weird saying that, because unless if you're like in it, you won't fully understand it. Education as a whole is already misunderstood. People are like, oh, you're an elementary teacher, what do you do? Just arts and crafts all day with your kids? No.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really big misconception.
Very big misconception. So then now you're working with kids who are essentially 2 years behind the grade level they're supposed to be at. They've missed so much instruction.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to play catch up. The district and the admin team are pushing more and more standardized testing to get scores that are required.
No,
like, it's all bad. It's all bad. Plus, like, the pay is terrible to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
And you deal with behaviors, you deal with parents. Everyone's going through their own stuff at home and they love to like take it out on their kids' teachers, sadly. So yes. Yeah. COVID, teaching, hard time. Yeah. I really feel for the students though of any grade level, not just elementary kiddos, all the way through college too. Like the fact that like remote learning was kind of just invented.
Right. Like no prior nothing.
Like my district had never, ever, ever done anything like that. Yeah. Like we scrambled when we first shut down, like what was that? Almost 2 years ago. Yeah. When we first shut down.
Or was it last year? No, I think it was.
No, it was almost 2 years ago. Because it was right after mine and Dom's birthday.
Oh my gosh. I keep thinking we're in 2021. No. Like I literally forget we're in 2022.
Yeah. So it was almost in March, it'll be 2 years that we first shut down.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my district at the time, like we had to scramble. We literally had like 3 online remote work days as teachers where we were literally just like, how do you make a schedule remotely? How do you have kids log in to Google Classroom? That's what we used. And we literally were inventing and creating the classroom environment.
Wow.
On a minute by minute
literally
basis
like
to start.
On the fly.
Literally on the fly.
That's so interesting. Yeah. I know. I always like. Well, okay, so when COVID started, I was... Wait, that was 2 years ago that we shut down? Okay.
In March, it'll be,
Okay, so then I was a junior, and I remember, like, I felt so bad for the teachers. Like, even, when we shut down initially, classes were essentially optional. Like, they said show up if you want, but if you don't, your grade won't be hurt.
Right.
Like, to end off the semester, but the following, like, semester, like... At the start of my senior year, it was required that you like go to class on Zoom. And I felt so bad for the teachers because like no one wanted to turn on their cameras ever. I always felt really bad about that. But I'm literally laying down in bed right now with all the lights off. I almost feel like it would be more disrespectful for me to have my camera on than to have it off because I was not sitting up. Like it was my senior year. I was just not having it. And I'm so just... I don't know. I actually have mixed feelings about going online for the first 2 weeks because
I don't blame you.
It's like I'm like so excited to go back to school, literally so excited. But also I hate the school part of college. Like everything about college is great except for the actual part we have to like go to class and do homework and study. Yeah. That part sucks. So I'm excited to have online for 2 weeks to kind of ease myself back into things, you know? Because when you have a month off, it's like hard to get back into it.
All gone.
Exactly. So I'm excited to like have this like little like leeway, like this like nice little whatever you call it, transition, I guess would be the correct word.
Yes.
But it also sucks because I know campus is going to be so dead. The 100%. Day that this comes out is the day that I guess I'll be there, which I'm like, that's crazy, but I'm really excited to go back. But it's also going to be so dead. But I need to go back. I literally need to. I love college. I love my school so much. And I'm so excited. But I just crossing my fingers that this is not all year.
I know. I really hope it's not either for everyone's sake. I feel like mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, like parents, teachers, students, everyone like cannot afford to like
definitely
be remote the rest of the school year.
And I also feel like there has to be like at some point where we just have to be like, I know this sounds bad, but you kind of just have to be like whatever. Like you just have to move on.
I agree with that. Like just get vaccinated, wear your mask, and sanitize, like
the thing is
be smart.
Is I was literally talking to my manager about this, and because we were talking about how the isolation period got shortened to 5 days, and we were like, what the heck, like why would they do that? And he literally made a good point, and I was thinking the same thing. Literally, it's because we think it's because the CDC wants everybody to get COVID so we can have some sort of immunity.
That actually makes a lot of sense because isn't that how like the Spanish flu or something
that's how
died out or whatever?
Yes, because everybody got it, so then our bodies knew
like
how to
adapted to fight it off.
Exactly, and like obviously like with like the flu, there's like different strains, and you can still get it every year. But since like there's like some immunity, like it's not like as deadly as COVID. Well, I guess the Delta variant, because the Omicron variant, is not really killing people.
No.
Which I feel like if there's any time for everyone to get COVID, it should be now when it's the Omicron variant, because it's like, it felt like I just had a bad cold. Like, it didn't feel like I was like dying.
It wasn't like that first initial, like, this is COVID, you lose your taste and smell.
Right.
Like, different, slightly different symptoms. Like, definitely. Not really any of that breathing stuff or any of that.
Breathing stuff.
Nurses, doctors, don't come for me. I literally was a teacher. I don't know these terms.
Ventilator? What? Any of that breathing stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I literally like, okay. Like, I'd like try to like nod and agree. Just nod ahead and say yes. Yep. Mm-hmm, definitely.
Like, you know, like people like stopped breathing and like.
That sounds literally so bad.
It does. But like.
Okay, but it's true.
But basically, I was trying to say when Lexi and I were both sick, it was nothing like that.
Yeah.
No breathing stuff.
Yes. It was
just bad cold.
Yeah. Exactly. So if you get sick, But you know, that was funnier. I had a good laugh. But you know, if you get sick, just stay safe out there. Hopefully you don't, if any of you are still in school, hopefully you're not online like me. And if you're a teacher, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry, but also like you can leave. Like
I did. That's true. I've actually
if you really
seen,
want to.
So many teachers leaving. Like
oh
on
my gosh,
TikTok.
there's just like nurses, just like nurses. Jeez, there's a teacher shortage right now. Like any like helping profession, like even like physical therapists, occupational therapists, like anyone that's like hands-on with like working with patients every day. There's some sort of shortage.
Yeah.
And, you know, thank your healthcare workers, thank your teachers, any therapists you or a loved one may work with. Like, it's hard for them. You know, it's mentally draining. They put their emotions into it. Like, that's why they're in that career.
Oh, yeah.
They love it. They have that heart because they want to help people. It's a helping profession. And, just... everyone needs to be a little more kind. You know what I mean?
Even to like your fast food workers. Like,
oh my gosh, yes.
Except maybe not the Chipotle workers who don't give you any rights because that's not coming out of their paycheck. No. But like, be patient.
Like the poor baristas. Tip them. Give them a smile.
Yeah, and be like
give
extra
them a thank
nice.
you.
Because you know they're understaffed. Like, literally, it's
crazy
bad.
Understaffed. The Starbucks right over here
closes at like 4 sometimes.
That, and they don't even have the inside of the store open right now. They have drive-through only.
And they stopped doing mobile ordering. Like, you can't mobile order. That's how understaffed they are.
The Panera over here has been like for months now closes at 2 p.m.
That's crazy
because they're so
understaffed.
Short-staffed. Mod Pizza, which is a hit. It's always packed here. You know, Halloween's a big night for pizza. They were closed on Halloween this past October.
I'm sure because they just wouldn't have been able to keep up.
Yeah. So even
nice.
those restaurant workers, be kind to them too.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think we can all just hopefully move on from COVID soon. I think it's just going to become part of life soon.
I honestly do. I feel like it kind of already has.
Yeah.
Like we talk about it so nonchalantly now. And like when I wear a mask out in public, I never notice it anymore. I never feel like I have a mask on, and sometimes I'm like, I'm wearing my mask. Okay, I'm wearing it.
I actually like wearing it in the cold. It keeps my face warm.
Right? Yeah. Especially if you're in the Midwest right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like negative 15 out.
Literally, it's like negative 15 with the wind chill right now.
Horrible.
So, yeah, stay safe out there, folks.
Yes.
But thank you guys for watching the first episode of season 3 of Take a Sip. Thank you to Alyssa for coming on.
Thank you.
Chatting with me. It was really fun. I will see you guys on the next episode. Ooh, girl. Whoa. Let's try that again.
It's time for both of us to like take a break.
Literally.
We've lost our words, lost our marbles over here.
Literally, guys, that's like the newest symptom of the Omicron variant. You're going to be stuttering. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Take a Sip. And don't forget to keep sipping. Bye, guys.
Bye.